Hello viewers, I am Solution Uncle. Today I'm here to share two confessions with you. One is about a man whose urine was used in rituals, and the other is about a boy who heard strange sounds from the dead after staying with a ritualist priest. These stories will help us understand the impact of ritual practices on people's lives. Enjoy your watch. I remember the day vividly when my stepmother chased me away from home. It was a sunny afternoon, but the atmosphere was tense. We argued about something small, and suddenly anger exploded like a storm. You can't stay here anymore. Your words hit me hard. I packed a few things quickly and left without knowing where to go. The streets seemed unfamiliar as I walked, feeling lost and alone. I spent days sleeping in parks and relying on food from shelters. It was a tough, but I held on to hope that things would improve. Then I met a Nigerian couple who seemed friendly. They offered me food and a place to stay. Grateful for their kindness, I stayed with them. But soon things changed. They started involving me in strange rituals, saying it was for their acting careers. I was scared and confused, but they assured me it was necessary. The couple who adopted me often took me to strange rituals. One night we went to a graveyard. I remember feeling scared as we stood among the graves in the dark. After that, my memory becomes hazy. I recall moments of chanting and strange ceremonies. Suddenly, it felt like we had turned into wild dogs, running freely under the moonlight. It was surreal and confusing. The next morning, I woke up in my own bed, wrapped in my blankets. I was disoriented and unsure if what I remembered had actually happened. The couple didn't talk about it afterwards, acting as if everything was normal. Their silence made the experience even more mysterious and unsettling. Since then, I've tried to make sense of that night. It left me with a mix of wonder and fear about what might be real and what might be beyond understanding. These experiences stayed with me, shaping how I see the world and reminding me of strange and unknown parts of life. It was in another bizarre and unsettling experience when the strange couple who had adopted me took me to a shrine. They seemed eager and instant as we entered the scared place where an air of solemnity hung heavy. Inside, the atmosphere was thick with incense and the hushed whispers of devotees. An elderly priestess approached us, her eyes sharp and knowing. Without explanation, she directed us to a corner adorned with clay pots, each one an earthly brown. Confusing gripped me as the couple whispered among themselves and then turned me with a request that chilled me to the bone. They wanted me to leave my urine in one of the clay pots. I hesitated, bewildered and uncomfortable. The cup insistence left me feeling trapped, as if I had no choice but to comply with their strange demands in this scared place. Reluctantly, I followed their instructions, feeling a mix of embarrassment and disbelief. I poured my urine into the designated pot, trying to block out the stares and murmurs around us. As we left the shrine, a heavy silence hung between us. I couldn't shake the feeling of uneasy and violation, questioning why they had put me through such an ordeal. The incident haunted me for days afterwards. I struggled to make sense of their actions and the impact it had on our relationship. Trust eroded, replaced by a sense of unease and distance. In time, I sought solace in confiding in a trusted friend who helped me navigate the complexities of what had transpired. Together, we unrevealed the layers of manipulation and boundary violations that had occurred. It was a painful lesson in setting boundaries and recognition when others crossed them. I learned to trust my instincts and seek support when faced with confusion or uncomfortable situations. Looking back, I am grateful for the charity and strength I gained from confronting this experience. It taught me to value my own autonomy and well-being, to assert myself in face of manipulation. Now I am focused on building healthy relationships and creating a sense of safety and my life, free from shadows of that unsettling day at the shrine. I lived in fear, not knowing what they would ask for me next. One night I managed to escape while they were asleep. I ran as fast as I could, desperate to get away. I found help, a kind family who took me in. They gave me a safe place and stay and helped me rebuild my life. Looking back, I realize how fortunate I am to have escaped. It taught me to trust my instincts, appreciation, the kindness of others. Now I am focused on moving forward and building a better life for myself. I am grateful for every day that brings me closer to a brighter future. A hard situation. I'm sorry to hear that. If you are unsure about the long-term effects of the ritualist practices you have been involved in, seeking medical or psychological support could be beneficial. Also, don't forget to pray. You need to pray for your life. You need to pray for your future. You have been used in these things, and the only person to pray to is God, the creator of heaven and earth. Pray in the name of Jesus Christ. In terms of guidance, here is a verse that might provide. Open Psalms chapter 34, verse 17 to 18. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and saves those who are crushed in the spirit. I will reread this one. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. That's our Lord. This verse reminds us that even in times of distress, there is hope and support available. If you feel comfortable, reaching out to a trusted healthcare professional or a counselor could help provide clarity and guidance tailored to your specific situation. And I believe this will help you and others who have been tuning into this episode. I hope you are also learning. You are also learning from this story of our brother. Hi, Solution Uncle. Please hide my identity. This is a story from my childhood that I never shared openly. After my parents passed away, a priest took me under his wing. Over time, I became his personal assistant, helping him with various tasks. However, what I didn't know then was that that priest was involved in rituals, even sleeping in graves. As I grew older, I started experiencing strange occurrences. I began seeing spirits of dead coming to me. These spectral visitations were haunting. They would appear unexpectedly, sometimes in the dead of night or during moments of solitude. Their presence was palpable, their intentions unclear. I only experienced a remarkable experience where I felt transported in spirit to a mysterious land beneath the ground in Zambia. It happened during a time of deep meditation and introspection, a moment when my mind was open to the unknown. As I closed my eyes, I felt a powerful sensation pulling me downward, as if descending into the earth itself. The surroundings transformed from familiar to surreal, a subterranean world illuminated by a soft ethereal glow. In this underground realm, I encountered sights and beings unlike anything I had ever imagined. The air was thick with a sense of ancient wisdom and profound stillness, punctuated only by whispers that seemed to emanate from the very earth itself. I transversed through caverns adorned with shimmering crystals and passed by beings who radiate a serene energy, their presence both comforting and awe-inspiring. The time seemed to lose its meaning as I explored this hidden domain, guided by an unseen force that led me deeper into its mysterious. Words can't fully capture the profoundness of that experience. It was as if I had transcended the boundaries of ordinary reality and touched the essence of something ancient and mystical. When I returned to ordinary consciousness, I was left with a profound sense of wonder and reverence. The memory of that journey remains vivid in my mind, a reminder of vastness of existence and interconnectedness of all things. Since that day, I have carried with me a deeper appreciation for the unseen realms and the spiritual dimensions that coax alongside our everyday lives. It was shaped my spiritual journey, aspiring me to seek deeper understanding and connected with the mysterious of the universe. I struggled to understand why these spirits were drawn to me. Was it something the priest had done, or was it a natural consequence of my proximity to death and the rituals he practiced? Fear gripped me each time a spirit appeared. Their silent stares and ethereal forms leaving me unsettled and anxious. I felt like a vessel for their messages or unfinished business, yet powerless to comprehend or control the encounters. As the years passed, the weight of these experiences grew heavier. I became withdrawn, keeping my fears and sightings to myself, afraid of being labeled as troubled or delusional. It was it wasn't until such later that I found the courage to confide in someone I trusted. They helped me navigate the complexity of what I was experiencing, offering support and understanding rather than judgment. Though their guidance, I learned to express and protect myself spiritually. I sought solace in rituals of my own, grounding myself in practices that honored life and its mysterious without delving into the realms of the unknown. Today, I carry the memories of those strange, and I don't know the long term, but this living, the dead are still coming to me. Or the priest is acting like he doesn't know anything what happened. I'm still confused of all this, and I need advices from your audience. Please, can your audience help me to overcome this? Well, my brother, it sounds like you are going through a challenging situation with your adopted father being involved in rituals and hearing unsettling things like chants from the deceased. This must be quite distressing for you. Here are a couple of verses that might offer you some solace. My brother, open Psalms 34. Uh, yes, my brother, you need to open Psalms 23 Verse 4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. This verse reminds us that even in the midst of troubling situations, God is with us, offering comfort and protection. And another verse is Psalms 34:17-18. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the broken-hearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. This verse assures us that God hears our cries and is closer to those who are hurting or troubled. Given the complexity of your situation, my brother, it may also be beneficial to seek advice from a trusted person in your community, such as a counselor, a mentor, another family member who can provide support and guidance specific to your circumstances. They can help you navigate these challenges with wisdom and care. I hope we are learning from this extraordinary Africa. And I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. Please, let's not forget to comment. Let's leave our comments here. Let's see of these people who are struggling. They are struggling. Yes, they are struggling. And in my conclusion, you guys, you don't need to relax. You don't know the long-term effects. So you should stick to God. Stick to the Creator, the Father of fathers, the King of kings, the God of gods. Nothing will harm you. Nothing will happen to you. And there's some solutions I would like you to know. Jesus Christ, pray always. Education and awareness. Increasing awareness about the potential risks and consequences of participating in ritual practices, especially those involving bodily fluids or rituals conducted by those people. Providing psychological support and counseling service for individuals who have been affected mentally and emotionally by their involvement in ritualist activities. A lot is needed. Spiritual guidance, offering spiritual guidance, alternative practice that promote healing and well-being without the potential risk associated with these ritualistic activities. These solutions aim to mitigate the negative impacts and protect individuals from potential harm associated with spiritual practices, fostering safer and healthier communities. In Jesus we trust, in Jesus we believe. Listeners, that was it for today. Until we meet again in another episodes. Bye for now.